Okay. Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. We had a good conversation already. So welcome to our Saturday morning coffee clutch business training. We actually do business as well as product training on these Saturday mornings. This is one where we roll out of bed, stay in our jammies, grab a cup of coffee, and jump on. So you do not need to prep for these events. We're just going to jump on Zoom and do some trainings. This week we have Carrie Brooks, who is either your upline or sideline silver, one of our leaders on our team, and she is going to be sharing about Ningxia Red this morning. Bobby is, I'm volunteering Bobby actually. She is your another one of your upline or sideline leaders, and she is going to help me with the chat because I'm going to do the PowerPoint. Yes. So there is a chat feature down below. If you, when Carrie is presenting and Antonia heard her do this, this is content-rich stuff that she's going to be sharing. It's deeper than what you guys are used to hearing us talk about. So I'm excited about her sharing this. If you have questions or comments, put them in the chat. Bobby and Diane, actually, anybody can filter through them. So if you see the comments and you have an answer, feel free to jump on and answer that as well. We like to see the conversation happening there. Make sure that you're muted because we are recording, and it will reduce the background noise so it doesn't distract Carrie and everybody. So I think that is it. So with that said, I am going to screen share and pull up the PowerPoint, and I'm going to hand it over to Carrie.
All right. So good morning, everybody. Susan gets that pulled up. I know you hear all of us talking about Ningxia Red and like how good it is and why we should. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to fix something here on my iPad. I'm sorry. There we go. That's what I needed. For the longest time, I didn't really understand why Ningxia Red was so good for you. So I wanted to give you some information so that you can understand why you should be drinking it every day, and so that you are confident to recommend it to other people. I personally believe that it is the most important product that Young Living sells, and that's a pretty big claim. But it is the key. It is your key to staying above the wellness line or getting above the wellness line. And we'll go through why in the next 20 minutes or so. It is a whole food puree, so it's not a juice. It has all of the parts of the fruit in there. And that is key because it doesn't spike your blood sugar the way juices can. And you also get everything that's in the fruit, not just the stuff that comes out in the juice, as far as nutriments go. Okay, so I switched the next slide. Okay, it energizes, fortifies, and replenishes the body. It's full of antioxidants and phytonutrients, which are like plant nutrients, that supply nutrition and help prevent oxidative stress. And so we will talk about those as well. Next slide. Okay, so antioxidants, what are they? They are any vitamin, mineral, enzyme that helps your body fight free radical damage. And Dr. Lindsay Elmore gives a really good example or explanation of what an antioxidant is on her YouTube video. So if you haven't seen that yet, it's fun to go watch that. She makes it pretty funny. But what free radicals are they are a natural byproduct of your cell activity. So you are always going to have free radicals. It's not something you can get rid of unless you're dead, which is not the goal. So you're going to have free radicals in your body. And what they do is they are an unstable molecular structure. And so they want to attract other electrons to them And so they go around your body and they look at cells that have little, you know, they have extra electrons out there as well. And they go, hey, you come here. And they will break apart your normal cell bonds to bond with themselves. So what you want is to have a lot of antioxidants in your body that can bond with these free radicals so that they can leave your cells alone. Does that make sense to everyone? If you've ever like taken a couple bites out of an apple and then left it there and it turns all brown and mushy, that's free radical damage. So you can kind of see how fast that happens and what it looks like on an apple. You can imagine that inside your body. Let's see, next slide, I think. Okay, so antioxidants are beneficial for optimal health, but you don't need, you know, people say, oh, well, I'm just picking something out of the air. I eat a lot of grapes, so I don't need Ningxia Red. One type of antioxidant in a large amount isn't as good as lots of different kinds of antioxidants. You need a wide variety because apparently your free radicals like to have choices in what they bond with. So whatever you are using as an antioxidant supplement needs to have a wide variety of different types of antioxidants, and Ningxia Red does. Next slide. Okay, so in addition to the antioxidants, Ningxia Red also offers a wide range of nutriments. I would suggest that everyone Google these so that you know what each of these things does for your body. I can tell you some of the things that they do are they support normal cellular function. So they help your cells process their cell activities normally. And you can read between the lines. They support good health and overall wellness. They support normal eye health. They help prevent oxidative stress, and it can be a healthy daily supplement. And for a long time, until I kind of upped my my wellness game, I guess, when I first started, this actually took the place of the multivitamin that I was taking, that I was buying from like GNC or Whole Foods. So I used this instead of a multivitamin for a while. Now I have added Young Living's multivitamins, the master formula. But I'm sorry, I couldn't read that, Bobby. But this is what I replaced with at first. Okay, next slide. You got to keep hitting it so the rest of it. Okay, so it has a sweet, tangy taste. What I found is you either love it or you hate it. There's no in between. I found it does kind of grow on you, so if you hate it, keep going. It will get better. There's also ways you can cut it with water. You can put it in orange juice. In fact, one of my daughters who hates Ningxia Red straight loves it in orange juice. It is crafted with super fruits and essential oils, which we'll get to. Let's see, exotic fruit extracts and the whole food. Yeah, okay. Provides energy and vitality throughout the day. I can tell you, I didn't really understand what Ningxia Red was doing for our family until I ran out. And like the next day, I'm like, whoa, what is going, oh, that's what that does. It's the only product I have ever overnighted from Young Living. So it makes that much of a difference. But it's one of those products you don't know that it's making a difference until it's gone. So it kind of builds slowly and then you need it. Next slide. Okay.
Oops, sorry.
Keep going. No.
Keep going?
Keep going. Yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
These were some of the slides we cut for
Yep.
times. One more. Okay. So primary ingredients in Ningxia Red. The number one ingredient is the Ningxia wolfberry puree. And then we have essential oils, orange, yuzu, tangerine, and lemon. We have grapeseed extract. And then the supporting fruit blend. And we'll talk about each of those in depth here. Go one more. Okay, yeah. So the wolfberries that Young Living uses are sourced from the Ningxia province in northern China. In that province, they have been revered for centuries. And in fact, they are mentioned in the Chinese medical texts from over 2,000 years ago, that the wolfberry is important for your health. The people there live to be 103, 104, very full faculty. They don't have the degenerative diseases that we see here in the Western world. They're still running up and down the mountainside, sharp as tacks. So it is obviously there's a lot of historical relevance for how good this plant is for your health. We use the whole wolfberry, including the juice, the peel, the seeds, the fruit, so that you get the full nutrient profile. And there is a chemical called xanthan, which is critical to eye health, and that is what gives the wolfberries their bright red color. Next slide. So what makes the wolfberry so important? Well, first, it's really, really super rich in nutrients, and it's often called a superfruit. Interestingly, it's also very high in fiber, and it is also super high in protein. In fact, by weight, it is, or by volume, it's 13 to 16% protein, which is the highest protein level of any fruit. Let's see. The wolfberries also contain all of the amino acids that your body needs. So there are two kinds of amino acids, one that our bodies can make and one that we have to get from our diet. And because of the type of foods that we eat here in the West and the processes that our food goes to before it gets to us, a few of those amino acids are difficult for us to get. And if you are a vegetarian, is really, really, really difficult because some of those amino acids, for the most part, are only available in meat products. However, the wolfberry has all of them that you need. So if you are a vegetarian, you absolutely, absolutely, absolutely should be drinking Ningxia Red every day. If you're not a vegetarian, you absolutely, absolutely, absolutely should be drinking Ningxia Red every day. We don't hear a lot about amino acids generally, but they are necessary for your cells to process things correctly, and for your body to do everything that your body needs to do. If you don't have one, then your body can't do a function to its full capacity. Let's put it that way. And you can see where that can take you down below the wellness line there. The wolfberry is also the highest whole food form of potassium. It is better than bananas. It's better than anything else out there as far as a potassium source. It's very high in antioxidants, which we've talked about already. It is a great option if you don't eat a lot of fruit, if you're not a fruit eater, to get your daily servings of fruit in. And the wolfberry itself can be eaten raw. It can be eaten cooked or dried. And Young Living actually sells the dried wolfberries, and those are certified organic. Next. Okay, So a lot of people think, oh, China, that's not a very good place for not getting chemicals from. But we work directly with the Chinese vendors that are sourcing our Ningxia wolfberry. We are the only company that can get these wolfberries. And we are there constantly testing the soil and the plants for pesticides, heavy metals, and other contaminants. We even go so far as to source the water that they're watering these plants with. And we get the water from very up high on the river above any major population sources to make sure that that water is pure as well. So if you think about all of the money and the time and the effort that goes into making sure that that wolfberry is pure and doesn't have anything in there that's going to hurt you, I think that's really impressive. Next slide. Keep going. Okay. Are we on the right slide?
I'm not sure.
Me neither.
Do you want me to go back?
No. Well, yeah, no, go back one. Okay. Perfect, right there. The essential oils that Ningxia Red is infused with already is orange, tangerine, lemon, and yuzu. These are all oils that contain limonene and D-limonene. And those are two more words for you to Google so that you can find out what those things do for your body. And it's limonene, Limonene, and then D-limonene, put a D in front with a little dash. Okay. No other antioxidant supplementation beverage, and there's a couple out on the market. There's Monavi has one, and I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. There's a couple out there that claim to do the same thing that Ningxia Red does, but we are the only ones that have essential oils infused in them. So that really sets us apart, because what those oils do is they help your body to actually uptake the nutrients. A lot of what we eat, we don't get the nutrients from, it just passes through, especially if you have any kind of digestive issues, which in the Western world, you probably have a little bit of something somewhere. And so we don't always get all of the nutrition from our food that we could. So these oils help your body to take up all of those nutriments that are in Ningxia Red. And it also helps you to take up the nutrients from any other foods that you're eating for the next couple of hours. So you want to take Ningxia Red in the morning and then in the afternoon, 2 times a day, so that you're helping your body get all of the nutrients, not just from the Ningxia Red, but from the foods that you're eating. Okay, next slide. All right, so there's also the supporting fruit blend. The main ingredient is the wolfberry puree, which we've talked about. We also have blueberry, aronia, cherry, pomegranate, plum juices, and grape juice. And we also have that the grapeseed extract, which I missed talking about before. That is a proprietary method that we use to get that out, so that all of the chemicals, constituents in that grapeseed oil come through without being damaged, so that your bodies can use it. So these fruits, the fruit blend here, are all naturally high in what are called bioflavonoids and phenolic compounds, such as the xanthan that we talked about. And each of these are, the bioflavonoids and phenolic compounds are all have antioxidant qualities to them. So the juice concentrates are sourced here in the US. Next slide.
Sorry.
keep hitting until it, I think there's one more. There we go. Okay. So Ningxia Red contains no high fructose sweeteners. It is sweetened with stevia extract. And stevia was chosen so that it would keep the calories down, it would keep the glycemic index low, and it's a natural way to sweeten the beverage so that it's not too tart for people. Your recommended serving is 1 to 2 ounces a day. My kind of rule of thumb is if you are above the wellness line, you can get away with 1 ounce a day. If you are below the wellness line, take 2 ounces a day. Take 1 ounce in the morning and then 1 ounce in the afternoon. You can do up to 6 or 7 ounces a day. After that, it just tastes good. Your body just cannot absorb any more nutrients after about 7 or 8 ounces of Ningxia Red. So feel free to drink it because it tastes great, but you're not doing any more good for your body after 8 ounces. It is kosher and halal approved, so if you have those dietary considerations, you can certainly drink Ningxia Red. Shelf life on the Ningxia Red, unopened, is about 18 months. Once you open it, put it in the refrigerator and then drink it in 30 days. Next. Keep going. All right. So, nope, back one. There we go. About the preservative that is in Ningxia Red. Now, I don't know why the slide here says potassium sorbate on it. I called them when I was doing this presentation and I'm like, why are those words there? And they couldn't, they're like, I don't know why those words are there. We took the potassium sorbate out like 3 years ago. I'm like, okay. So, but there is some natural sodium benzenate, or benzoate, sorry, that is required by law for us to add. So the government of the United States, Canada, pretty much all the governments said that we have to put a certain amount of sodium benzoate in there. It keeps it shelf stable. It keeps it from going rancid and or fermenting. And the percentage of sodium benzoate is 0.00025% of the bottle. Also by law, companies don't have to put on the label anything that makes up less than 2% of the bottle. So if you're like, well, Monavie doesn't have it on their bottle, well, that doesn't mean they don't have it in their product, because by law, it has to be in their product. So if you are avoiding any preservatives, if you are drinking juice of any kind, you are drinking sodium benzoate because it has to be there or they cannot sell it to you. Just so you know. So Young Living doesn't have to list it as an ingredient, but we do, because they are so dedicated to complete transparency. Say, no, this is in here. We're going to let you know about it. And then you can make your decision from there. I know that in our family, we did choose to try and remove as much of the sodium benzoate from our diet as possible. And we have never had a reaction to the sodium benzoate that's in the Ningxia Red. It is just, it has been nothing but good. So again, you're getting it, whether you know it or not, if you are drinking any juice product or anything that contains juice in the United States. Next slide. Okay, yes, back one.
Keep going.
No, back one, right here. Ningxia Red is pasteurized. It is, high temperature flash pasteurized. It means that the juice is exposed to heat for 30 seconds or less. A standard pasteurization can take several minutes to heat, and it's been, and that degrades the color and the taste and the antioxidants and the nutrient profile of the juice. So Young Living uses a proprietary method. They flash pasteurize it, and then they also, as soon as it's pasteurized, they run it through a cooling tube, which is an extra step that's not necessary for safety, but it cools it down as fast as possible so that we keep everything together, the color, the texture, the taste, and the nutrients are kept intact. But that does also help us achieve the shelf life and to make sure that there's nothing in there that shouldn't be in there as far as bugs. Okay, next slide. Okay, we've already talked about the serving size, which is 1 ounce. The containers contain about 25, there's a little more than 25 ounces in there, or yeah. So the number of calories is 15, total carbohydrates is 3, sugars 2, sodium is 15. Next. Best served chilled, definitely. I like it better cold. You want to shake the bottle really well because the whole food puree will settle out. It will separate. So if you open it up and there's kind of like chunky stuff at the bottom, you're like, what is that? That's supposed to be there. Just shake it up and then pour your ounces. And again, make sure you refrigerate it. Okay, next. This is just kind of a recap. I'm sorry, I need to cough. Okay, sorry about that. Supports whole body health and overall wellness, helps maintain normal eye health, supports normal cellular function, offers the benefits of D-limonene, provides energy support, and it helps prevent oxidative stress. Next slide. Okay, so now, how much is all this goodness going to cost? Well, it depends on how you buy it, and I'll kind of break it down for you here. The most cost-effective way is to order the Ningxia Red Essential Rewards Kit. So let's talk about that. That comes with 4 bottles of Ningxia Red and then a 30-pack of the single-sized servings. And there's 20, I wish there was 20. There's 2 ounces in each of those packets. So if you were to buy those 4 bottles and the 30-pack retail, it would be $278.29. So it's approximately $2.53 a serving at that point. Which if you're going to Starbucks, not that I would ever go to Starbucks, never, wouldn't do it. But you know, you're spending that much on, you know, your quote energy unquote a day anyway. It's also about the price of, if you're on a good multivitamin regimen, what you would be spending there. So even at retail, it is still cost effective for you for energy support. If you were to buy the 4 bottles and the 30-pack just straight wholesale, so you just put it on a quick order and you bought it wholesale, it's going to be $211.50, or about $1.92 a serving. But when you buy this Essential Rewards Kit, you get it for $181.50. So that brings the cost down to like $1.65 a serving, which you're not going to get, you know, coffee just about anywhere for that. And you're certainly not going to get a good multivitamin for that amount. You know, it's like you're not even going to get a Pepsi or a Diet Coke for that amount of money in a lot of places. So people say, oh, it's too expensive. I'm like, no, you just have your priorities in the wrong spot. Let's figure this out together. But the cool thing is if you put it on Essential Rewards, it's 180 PV at that point. You're already at, you know, you're pretty close to the 190 PV level. So you add, you know, an oil to it and you get all of those free things that you're getting on the Essential Rewards. And you're getting 10 to 25% back that you can use the next month. So that, if I factor in, I'm at 25%, not even considering all the free stuff that I'm going to get. I take that extra 25% off. I'm down to $1.24 a serving. And the incredible health benefits for $1.24 a serving. It's wow. But you cannot beat that. So it just depends on how you frame it to yourself, whether this is expensive or not. And I promise you the doctor's more expensive. Okay, so if you want to get the Ningxia Red for free, there are 2 ways right now that you have a chance to do that. One, Susan, thank you, is doing a contest to win Ningxia Red for a year. And that is, and Susan, hop in here if I miss anything. You have to place an ER order of 100 PV for the first time, or you have to help one of your downline or all of your downline place their 100 PV essential rewards order before the April 1st. So February and March. So you've got February and March to get as many people on ER, and you get an entry for each person.
For brand new
people. So people that have not been on ER before. So on April 1st, you're going to draw
Yep.
the winner. And that person will receive a 2-pack of Ningxia Red every month on their doorstep. Thank you to Susan. So, and then Jennifer Howard, who is our upline diamond, is also running a Ningxia Red contest right now. And hers is in the Inspired Oilers group. You have to use the Ningxia Red starting on the 15th of this month. Every day, and then she will have a post every day that you need to follow along and post on as well. And then at the end of that contest, she will pick from or do a random drawing of everyone who followed all 30 days of her Ningxia Red challenge, and she will draw from that group of people for, again, I believe it is a 2-pack of Ningxia Red every month for a year. So there's 2 ways right now for you to win Ningxia Red. But if you even try it for 30 days and you take it consistently for 30 days, you are going to feel a difference in your body. So that's all I got. Any questions?
There was a question for Susan about the contest. Does the 50 PV order qualify for an entry?
It's 100.
That's what I thought.
Oh, can I tell one more thing?
Nope, you're done.
Hush. Well, people are thinking of their questions. My super, I call it my super get shiz done drink every day that I've discovered is, it's a Ningxia Nitro, 2 ounces of Ningxia Red, a Ningxia Zing, and my Mindwise drink with a drop of orange. I get so much more done. My thinking is clearer. I just have energy. I'm awake. I'm alert. Mostly there's no fog, which, you know, I'm starting to get foggy, a little older. This stuff is amazing. You guys you just need to try it. And it's kind of fun because it lasts for like 4.5 hours, and I can almost feel when my body's processed it all out, because my brain goes, ooh, and it just kind of goes down a level. Try it, you'll like it. You'll get a lot of stuff done.
Jenny, I'll post the recipe in the oils group for that drink. It's yummy.
It's really good. Okay, questions?
I had a comment.
Yes.
Which it was really hard for me not to talk while you were talking. I'm just letting you know that. But I thought I did really good today. On the sodium benzoate, I wanted to mention that you talked about your girls not responding to it the way, and we had that same experience. I remember you when we started Ningxia Red and how nervous I was because of the preservatives. And so I did research, and one of the things that I found was that it's because, Young Living sodium benzoate is derived from a natural source and not a factory. And
Yeah, I forgot
really
that part. Yeah, if you eat apples, you're getting the same sodium benzoate that is in the product. So it's from the apple seeds, because fruits need to also protect their fruits from going rancid and fermenting too fast. So if you eat apples, plums, I think cinnamon, cloves, those all have the same sodium benzoate. So thank you, Susan. I forgot that.
Yeah, I freaked out when I first read it, and I called product support, and I was like, can you explain this to me? And they told me that it was from the cherries actually have naturally occurring sodium benzoate as well. So
Yeah.
Susan, didn't you say they added it like in very small quantities or something at a time?
Yeah, when because the government tells any company that, like Carrie said, that they have to legally have it in there, and Young Living literally, it comes in granules, and they would add 1 granule at a time until they got it where it wouldn't turn into vinegar. So when Carrie said it's 0.000025, whatever it is, like it's literally, that's how they did it. They were like adding a teeny tiny bit until they realized how much they needed. So.
Has anybody ever tasted the wolfberries, dried ones?
oh yeah.
Are they good?
They're yummy. I love them in just warm water, and I make my own hot tea out of it. I like it with the sleek tea. Just throw a little teaspoon of them in there and let them. Yeah, they're good.
One of my favorite snacks is almonds with the wolfberries. I pour a bag of almonds and some wolfberries in a big bag, and then I eat a handful of them at a time as like my between meal snacks.
Yeah, and I've added them to like stuffing, or maybe not as healthy as Carrie's snack, or my rice, or veggie dishes or something. If I just want to add like a little sweet to it, I'll just add a little bit to it, and it's really yummy.
Okay.
Or you can put them in your smoothies, right? Other questions?
Did we end on time?
I think we did. I'm so excited.
Holy cow.
Day 45.
High five, ladies. So thank you, Carrie. That was a lot of information. I took notes. I'm going to put some notes in the group. Please feel free to share this information with your downline. If I had to choose one product, and only one product from Young Living for my family and I, hands down, it would be Ningxia Red. Like, and that's why you see me always recommending, what do I use for Ningxia Red, Ningxia Red. Like, it supports the entire body. Like, you name a system of the body, and Ningxia Red has something in it for it. So, plus it's got all the oils already in it too, so you get the benefits of that. Lynn, after a keto, let me get Sahara up into a keto, and then I will post the recording. What else do I want to say? Next week, just so you know, we will be doing the Tax Spot Part 2 training. So if you enjoyed the Tax Spot, if you missed the first one, still come to the second one. We'll finish the video, and then we'll have more time to sit and talk and actually walk you through the Tax Spot. I've been using it for 3 weeks now, and I'm in love with it. So Carla, like, I'm really like kicking myself for not listening to you 3 years ago because it's going to save me a lot of time and energy this year. So we'll be doing that, and then the following week, just so you guys can plan ahead, we will be doing a sleek training on the Saturday morning call. So next week will be the tax. The following week we'll be doing sleek. I believe, Bobby, are you helping me? We're going to be going over all of the sleek lines. So if you are in the sleek challenge, join. If you're not in the sleep challenge, join us. There's lots of information, and whether you want to lose weight or maintain weight, or just looking for health and being fit, this is a really good topic to talk about. So on that, we are ending on time. I'm so excited.
Yay. Have a great Saturday,
Have
everybody.
a great week, guys.
Bye,
See
guys.
ya. Bye.
Bye.